Hey guys, how's it going? Laura with Garden Answer. Today I want to show you how to make a snow globe slash terrarium planter. So I know that most of my miniature gardens and fairy gardens can be kind of intense. They involve lots of steps, lots of props, lots of supplies. So I wanted to make something that was a little bit less complicated, something that was an easy craft that you can do really quickly. And a lot of times we have some of these supplies hanging around, or they're really easy to find. So let me just get right into the project. Let me show you what I'm going to use. So the base of this project is just a small terracotta pot. I think this is about a 3-inch right here. I'm using both the pot and the saucer. You can get these, we sell them down at our garden center for right around $2 for the pair. And then I spray paint it white. So I already have this one spray painted. I just use, this is Krylon Cover Max. You don't have to use this specific spray paint. You can buy like the 97-cent white spray paint. This I just happen to have down in my basement. So that step is already done. And then we need to put soil in the pot, and I'm going to be using some cactus mix for this project because I'm using succulent cuttings. So I've got a little scooper in here. I'm just going to fill the pot up with soil, try not to make a mess. And I do tamp the soil down. I just use the bottom of this quarter cup measuring cup here. Makes it a nice even surface so that when we put our top dress on, it's a lot cleaner. So this is where you can get a little bit creative. So I just have these miniature snowmen I'm going to be using. I don't even know if they're both going to fit yet, but you can use an ornament. If your kids have a toy that'll fit in this kind of arrangement, use that. Whatever you use though, you want to make sure it has a stake on it. So if it doesn't have a stake like these already have on them, you want to go outside and get a little branch, just pick one out of the flower bed and hot glue it to the bottom of your piece. That way when you push them in the soil like this, they'll stay put, you know. So like if you bump your pot, or if you mess with, when you're messing with it, when you're arranging it, it won't dislodge anything. So that looks cute right in the center there. And now I just have a little tray of succulent cuttings. So I've got some sempervivums right here, just nice little rosette shapes. And I've got some crassula here, just some really pretty variegated. And basically you just want to have some cuttings that you've pre-cut maybe a day or two before so that the ends have calloused over and healed. And what I'm going to do is just push these down in the soil around the snowman. As I'm kind of putting these plants around the snowman, I'm realizing that the base of her is a little bit too wide. So I think I'm going to take her out and put the little one in. I think I'll have much more room for plants. Yeah, that will be much better. So I'm going to kind of scoot her to the back a little bit. And look at that. I can snug the plant right up next to her. A lot more room. That's a lot more comfortable. So these succulent cuttings I just took off of some of the plants that I already have growing in the house. If you don't have any succulents growing, you can pick them up at a garden center. I would look for, they come in usually like 2 1/4 inch or 4-inch cans. And a lot of times like the sempervivums will come a bunch of them per can, which this one did. I think that there was probably like 8 or 9 of these little babies in the same can. And that's really the most economical way to do it, because then you can bring them home, kind of tear them apart, and then you can place them however you want in arrangements like this. At this point, I think it looks good. So now I'm going to work on my top dress, which I just have. This is called Decorative Snow. The brand is Gift Craft. I had this on hand. You do not have to go out and buy fake snow. You can use cotton balls, just tear them apart a little bit. That would work out just great and look just like snow. This is like grated plastic almost, but it's got a really sparkly kind of quality. So I'm going to lift the succulent cuttings up just slightly and kind of get the snow all the way around their outside. The snow is proving to be a little bit difficult today. It's a little breezy out here, so the snow is wanting to kind of blow around. For the snow globe part of this arrangement, I just found these plastic ornaments at Joann Craft and Fabric Store for $1.50. So they were originally $2.99 and they were on sale 50% off, so I picked up a bunch of them. And what I have done is I just cut the bottom part off so I can slip it over the top of the arrangement. So you can see I have one right here that's already done. I just use a razor blade. It's kind of thick plastic, so you do want to be careful. But if you kind of cradle it on the ground like this and, you know, just cut like that, it's pretty easy. And then I used a drill to cut a hole in the back. And I think this is really important because this will allow air exchange, you know, air in and out. So you won't have condensation or, you know, any kind of buildup on the inside of the plastic. You don't want that. The other thing that this allows is it allows you to water it really easy without having to take the top off. So you can stick, if you get an eyedropper, you can stick it right in the hole and you can easily direct the water right toward the base of the plant so that it's not a problem. So we're just going to slip this over the top with the hole toward the back. Just kind of nest it in. Just like that. Lost a little snow. That's not a big deal. Perfect. Okay, so one last step, and this is kind of the crowning piece. Crowning, the crown jewel. What is it called? Okay, I don't know what to call this, but this is a really good adornment to add at the end. This is just like a red glitter rope ribbon that I also got for 50% off at Joann's. It was in the Christmas ribbon section. And I just cut off a little piece. What I'm gonna do is put a little dot of hot glue right on the back of the pot. I already found the center, so find the center of the ribbon right here. And that's what I'm gonna glue to the back, and that'll just help keep the ribbon in place. Otherwise, it's really hard to tie the bow. So I'm just gonna let that set for just a second and dry. Okay, so while that's drying, let me show you this. So I got online and found just a little free clip art that says "Let It Snow," and I just printed it out on regular paper, cut it out, poked a little hole with the end of my scissors, and fed it onto the ribbon. And I thought that that would make just kind of a cute thing to put on it. Since it is a snow globe, let it snow, I thought it was really fitting. And I don't think I'm going to attempt tying this bow from the front, so I'm going to flip it around and tie the bow really quickly. It's just a normal bow. Okay, so there it is. So I just make sure that the let it snow is just kind of hanging out to the side of the bow a little bit so you can still see it. And then I kind of want to demonstrate the watering portion of this. So the little hole is right here. So see how I can direct it right in there to the plant? And there we go, in goes the water. Right up to the front plant there. And it's perfect because this pot has drainage, it's got cactus soil in it, so these plants should be extremely happy. They should do really, really well. And that's it. I mean, it's a super simple project. I know that, there are some different supplies if you're not getting them for sale, half off. It might be a little bit more, but I did add up how much it would cost to make something like this, and it's under $10. So I thought that was pretty good. A pretty good craft, and it's super cute. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm hoping we can get some good pictures of it. It's kind of hard to take pictures of things that are reflective. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.